A very good evening, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. So, let us start with our session. So, we have covered the topic still Express.js. So, as I told you earlier, the Express.js is working uh, on the browsers, right? So, and the routes were returning JSON data, but in a way, like clients are asked to insert the data in JSON format and also getting the JSON back. But JSON data is for machines, right? Uh, or for React apps or for mobile apps. But what about the normal web pages that as a front end, as a users look into browser, they don't want that if they inserted something in the website uh, using the post method, they don't want to see the same output in the same format, which is the JSON. They want it in the plain text. So just think about a traveling booking website, right? When you search for flights, the server don't send you the raw data or the JSON, we can say the JSON raw data. It sends you a complete HTML page, which with the search is already embedded inside your um, browser, and it's styled and it's ready to read by the users, not the plain JSON format. And this is what we are going to do today. We're going to learn how to make express return HTML pages, not just JSON format. And this we are going to do using EJS. So the EJS stands for embedded JavaScript. And by the end of the session, I'll try that we'll make a short project with EJS only. And tomorrow we are going to do our minor first project, which will be weather live weather application using Express.js and whatever we have covered till now, and we'll use some external APIs. So in the end of the session, I'll also let you know how we can enable the API now, because the API takes 2 days, 2 hours to get live. So we'll do that in advance so that, and tomorrow we'll be going to do the API part. We won't face any issue that our project is not running. So let me share my screen. I hope it's visible now. So let's say we have created a folder named EJS practice. So let us say we have a file name index.js for now, and we inside, I'm just showing you like how we get something using Express. We use app.get. We use this now app.get. Then we give it a URL or a path, and then we say regress, and let us say we need to respond yes.send, and we can embed JavaScript, HTML inside it like this. This is not wrong. This is okay. Hello. So this thing will also print out the value, like whatever value you want. But what if we have multiple values? This will return one. So do we need to create a routes for every name that we suppose we have a full class? We need to, for each student we need to, uh, each student has a different name, and you if you are using the plain Express.js, you need to write HTML separately for each user. But what is the solution to make it happen? To do in few lines of code. So when we think of it, we can say that we can make a single file or a single template which all the users can use and get their data from, right? So that's how EJS works. And if it lets us write HTML, let us write HTML templates, JavaScript, which can embed inside the website only. The plain Express won't allow us. So I'll tell you how EJS is working. The flow, like, I'll show you the. So let me. So just suppose we have a. So let's say our browser is requesting our, like, portfolio. Like, we are browser say कि I need my portfolio, and the browser, how I told you how the browser and client reacts, sorry, communicates. It's via middleware, and Express is a middleware, right? So what Express will give, Express will receive its request and get the user data, right? Now, what Express will do in terms of EJS, we need a portfolio for a single user. So a portfolio is a template itself, right? So what EJS will do, EJS takes the template and the data of the particular user, and it will provide us with the complete HTML page. Okay. Now Express will return to whom. So Express will again return to, sorry, EJS will return to whom? EJS will return to Express. Like, now the middleware will follow. So what Express will do, Express will send the HTML to the browser, make it here only, and browser will display the full page template. That's how EJS is working. Before that, it was browser requesting something at a route, and Express is receiving that request and providing it from a, you can say, an object of array we created, right? So within itself only. But now what we want, we don't want JSON format. We want proper HTML template. So, and this type of thing is called server side rendering. Like, the server is responsible to build complete HTML. The server needs the complete HTML before sending it to the browser. So, and this is completely different from React.js, but we need to learn it, so that it's an important part. But React, I'll tell you in a brief, like, React is a client side rendering uh, language, and this is a server side rendering. Like, so let's see how we set up our EJS. So we have a file, I'll delete it. I'll make it later on again. So let's keep this file. I'll keep it. I haven't written anything. So let's open terminal, and again the steps for the express will remain the same. How we do used to, we just say npm init y, and we got our package.json, and then we say what are the modules or the packages we want. The dependency we'll download them. Npm install, we want express and we want EJS. Right. Now let's make one more git ignore file. Dot git ignore, and inside it we'll write our node modules so that it won't go to the GitHub. So how the file structure looks. So inside EJS we have a folder named views. Views is nothing, whatever the templates we will be building, that will go inside the views. So inside it we can make a file name index, and the extension for EJS is EJS, right? You can see the semantics tags are here, and let's so let's see how we will initiate our EJS inside the Express. So how we write the code for Express? We write const Express is require Express and app which will use Express. Now we need to tell Express that EJS is our templating engine. So how we'll do? We'll say app dot set our view engine, whatever we are going to display, view engine as EJS. Okay, I'll comment out here like we are telling Express that EJS is our template engine. All right, and now where our EJS is stored, the EJS templates will go to the views, right? So from views, how now we need to tell the Express, need to tell Express to look for templates where in the views folder. How we'll do it? We'll say again app dot set views. Okay, views where in views. All right. So let's get our home page, home route. Again, we'll say rec res and res dot. Now see, when we were sending something to the browser, we were using res dot send, but now we need to display something on the browser. So to display, we need to read the content inside the folders, EJS files. How we read it? We use render. Like we need to render out something, right? We need to render the file. We need to read the file. So which file? We'll create a file name. So we have a file already. We have its index, right? Now we need to listen to our code. We need to say our code. Listen. Let's see. Let's name our const port. I don't know if 3000 will work because I told you like I have already some projects working on 3000. I'll change it later if it won't work, and I'll create a function. Or just simply I'll just say like console.log running on HTTP localhost. Wait, need to put this is local host. Okay, I hope it's clear till now. Any doubt till now? If it's clear, please raise your hands. If I in doubt, you can write it inside the chat box till now. Here we're okay, Steve. Okay, we'll move forward. Now we'll see how we will create a template. Like we initiated our EJS inside our Express. Now our engine, our we can say engine, but it knows how where from where we are getting our views. So let's move to index.ejs. It will be same template like HTML. Will again doc type HTML, that will be our boilerplate. And let's see our title. Let's this okay, EJS file. Let's say EJS file or an EJS page. So there are few rules and few tags, but we'll talk about it later. Let's see how if our page is running right now. So we'll say h1 hello world, and we'll write a paragraph also. We say this is the HTML page I created using EJS. So we have saved both the files. We'll save. If you have auto save, then it's good, but if not, we need to save it with our every change. Now we'll run this file node index.js. So it's running, and I'll click on it. So you can see how our Express is now loading HTML. So this is only possible because we are initializing our EJS, and we are rendering this page. We are rendering this page only, right? And this is how our server rendering works, and templates are sent to the browser. No JavaScript embedding. We haven't. We will do it later on, but for now we don't. We haven't done any embeddings, or we're just learning how to initiate. So let's come to EJS tags. So we have various tags inside EJS. Mainly there are mainly 5 tags. Um, which are the building blocks of EJS. So let's go to each tags one by one. So first we have put the so first tag we have is output tag. So how output tags works? When we need to show some output or a value of a variable on the page. Like when we remember we write in JavaScript, we write like this, and then we say dollar, we mark two curly braces. So this is the same thing this output tag will do. And how we initiated output tag, we say left shift operator percentage equal to, and inside it our content will come, and we'll close it using percentage and shift operator, right? And this is how we do it. Let's see how we need to use it. I told you I told you earlier also, this is used to store the value of shows the value of the variable. So let's see. Let's again say h1. Okay, and I close this h1. So it's already closed, right? So inside it, we need a variable like we say hello. Hello to whom, that will be a dynamic variable which will be coming from our database. For now we don't have database, so we'll be writing it inside our code only, the route only. When we have our database, it will automatically fetch everything from the database only. So we'll initiate our output tag percentage equals to, close them, percent equal to. Okay, so this is not an error. So this is how it's actually displaying itself, right? So we'll say name, just let's mark a geometry here, and we will write a paragraph. Again, we are going to say, let's say, suppose we in the age, hello, I am years of age. I am um, equals to, close, say age, years old. Okay, and let's now update our route. So this is our route, right? So we will just say render, and render what? We need to render inside HTML, we need to render our name as I'll write my name, PHRUV. Then I'll write my age equals to 24. Okay, so let me save these files. Again, we need to run our browser. So see, well, so hello Dhruv, I am years old, 24. I guess I did some mistake in right. Yeah. Okay. I wrote this. If I make any changes, I guess we need to. Yeah. See, I am 24 years old. I forgot to close this. So I am 24 years old. Right. And even we can do mathematics inside it. Let me show you. Like we can write a paragraph here and say 2 plus 2 plus 2 is equals to, or we will write equals to sign inside. We'll say, no, let we want mix up. 2 plus 2 is equals to uh, 2 plus 2, and right. So let's see. So 2 plus 2 equals to 4. So that's how we are also using mathematics inside it. And one more example I can show you. And I told you, right? We can use JavaScript embeddings also, like JavaScript code. So let's write a paragraph here. Uh, let's see why we can change my name to uppercase. So my name is, again, I'll say close it, and from express we'll say name dot. So how we write to upper case, right? Let's see if it works. So my name is Dhruv. So that's how output tags takes the value inside and put it directly on the page. Okay. Any doubt till now? We'll move to our next tag. If this is clear. Okay. So till now you have seen the our output tag, which will create a view inside the page, and then let's move to other tag, which will be our script tag. From the name itself, you can understand what is the script tag. So is this, it doesn't comes with the equal to mark here. So script tag will just runs JavaScript but shows nothing. Okay, like it is just used for our logic statements like if else or any for loop we are using, any logical calculations we are going to do, that will be done on inside the script tag only. So let's say hello, my name is this. Let so let's see. Let's create a code like if we are logged in, we are open, we are live. We will say welcome back, and but if we are not, we will throw on an error. We will say please log in again, and we'll write a program to fetch a list from the uh, list of an array of an object. And for array of an object we need to use JavaScript uh, loop, or what, for each loop we call it, for if we want to get something from JavaScript. So let me create a um array of list. So let's see, we have, let's name it skills. We have skills, say HTML, say CSS. I know Java, JavaScript. Just a second, guys. All right, I'm sorry, guys. So we were creating a list. So what we have done Bootstrap, and we have done our Node.js. We have done our Express, and we'll cover our MongoDB. Okay. So let me mark a comma here. All right. So let's say me add an if condition here. So how I told you how, but for if condition we need to write this and close this. Okay. So let's say if logged in, and if this value is will be dynamic, I'll say inside this I'll write another logged in, and the value will be in the boolean. So I'll say true. For now it's true. I'll show you how we'll do it and it will be false. So if logged in is true, and just see how we are going to, we are writing a starting from curly braces from here. and inside it we are not using any JavaScript part, right? So we are using only HTML. So P, I know it will be a bit confusing, but with the practice, you'll know when to use and where to use the tags. So please keep a track of all this. So let's say not we welcome back. You are logged in. Okay, and we'll close this. We need to close this if loop. So if it will be inside this, or we'll just say we need to write else, right? So else is also coming under the this part. So we'll write um here, and again we'll close this and say if is over. So we'll write first curly braces that if is over, and we need to write else again curly braces start, and again we'll just say please log in to continue. And I'll just say I'll close this. Just say curly braces. So that's wherever we are using our logic of JavaScript, we need to use script here. Let's see if it's running properly. For now, let's test it out. Okay, so it says welcome back, you're logged in. This is coming because this is true. So what if it's false? What if we do this? We'll do false. Okay, I'll make it later on. It's not. I haven't set any logic here. Let's keep it true. Now we'll fetch this. I'll show you how we are going to fetch. So to fetch, we need a list. We will use our HTML. We'll use our JavaScript and see. Let's add a title here. Let's do. Let's do. Say skills. We'll create a list. And now list will be coming from the skill section we build there, the skill array. So again, when we are using JavaScript, we'll use these tags, and we'll say what I named it. Okay, wait. What I named it, it is skills. So skills, and we need to loop out from this array, and we use for each, and the function, or let's, okay, I'll go with arrow. We need a single skill from as an li. So inside li will be a dynamic an HTML. So HTML is coming from the, and we named it as, the variable is named as skill, right? Skill, and we'll close our bracket from here, and we'll just say, so we need to close this first, and then we'll close this. Oh, I need to write it. This will be coming here. This. And we need to close for each as well. Okay. So for each, this will also come here. Let's see if this runs. So see our skills. I think I hope the arrow function syntax is clear to you. If it's not, I'll use simple functions for now and use it when we're going to React. You can just say if this part is clear, how we did arrow function. Is this clear? You can raise your hand if it's clear. All right, Abhishek. All right, Harbir. Okay. So let's come to the third tag, which is the row HTML tag. And just raw HTML tag. So what this will do, it will just output an HTML without escaping from it. We won't be let's understand this tag will be with an example. We won't be using this tag much. So let's say okay, I'll let you know how we write comments inside it. So if we want to write a comment, so we just write hash here and then we close it using this. So this is how we write a comment inside the EJS file. So this comment won't be visible in the browser. Okay. So let's see. Let's create a JavaScript variable. Let's name it const bold message. And when we are going to do this like without this just the JavaScript function, and inside it we are going to use HTML, right? So you can see how it will be different. I forgot how we initiate this. Like we use this. We use a dash. Oh, sorry, a hyphen. We call it. This is how row HTML tags is used. I'll show the output will be same, but I'll show you what difference it will make. Let's say now we need to say strong. Okay. Need to close this also strong. This is a bold message. So it's not coming right now. Okay. So let's see how we'll use this. So if our JavaScript, our I without like without row HTML tag, how it will look. Let's see. Without it, we know we need to use equals to and hit bold message here. And we'll close this tag and see how this will print. So without it, we are getting strong because it's the we can't use Java our how we can't use an HTML tag inside our message, right? But what if we use this? What if we use another with row HTML? And we say dash and we call out our bold message. So you see now our JavaScript, our HTML tags are not escaping the functionalities. So the main, like this thing, we write this, right? So what this mean? Like it means the tags. You can see that our tags are escaping our functionality. We don't want our tags to escape the HTML. So it is showing us the strong tags as the text. So it is including this inside the, but if we don't want, we want to use our HTML inside it. So we use a dash here, which will make a row output, and with our strong tags will work. We can also make it italics. We can give it em. Any type of tags we want to give, this will work as it is, right? So I told you earlier also, like we usually don't write this, but uh almost like we need to, most of the times we use this, and it is saved for our safety only. We know that something, we it is also give us an output as an error, like this is something happening. But when to use this, like when we are going to use partials ahead, I will show you, I'll tell you what are the partials also inside EJS. So whenever we're going to use partial, then we will use this, but never use this tag when we have data coming out from our, like this. Let's say if we do this, what will happen here? Nothing is happening. But if something is written in the out user end, so that could be a security risk. And also the comment, I told you that is a comment here. This won't show inside our file, but when I open this is, so just so you know what this is a comment, you know how the comment works. I don't need to tell you that. So like it's not catching it here also. So these are the main tags. We have to other tags also, which will include which we don't need necessarily learn those tags. One is the include file from the EJS file. We will use it when we have multiple files, and we need to go from one file. We have two or more pages, so that's when we use it. It's also just this dash with the file name above. So let's move to next topic, which is our how we pass data to templates, right? You already know how we pass an object as the second argument, but let me show how some more patterns, like you will need to use EJS more consistently. So let me move to this. So let me create another. Let's stop this. Or Wait. But let's stay here. We'll create another route for this. At app dot get. Or we don't. Let's not work with routes yet. When we're going to do partials, then we'll do. And we have res. Sorry, rec res. Okay. So so we have res. We need to render our index file. And what do we need to render? Index. So let's say we have student information, and the student needs to load the information on the website. And let's see how we can change the colors also. We can implement validations from EJS to, so from validation from Express to EJS, how we display it. We can do styling inside it. Can also, like I told you, we can do styling, JavaScript, and HTML all inside EJS. So let's see. Let's make a in student information. Let's say we have a title. We creating a dashboard for a student. We say we have a student dashboard, and again we'll create an array of objects. We information will be, let's say, my name. My name. I'll say my grades. Say A. A. But my score was how much I scored. Like, let's say marks. Marks, I'll say number 90 out of 100. Or if I'm pass, um, a boolean, like if I'm pass or I'm fail. Okay. So this was an array of object called student, and we will create another object. Like we have our can say um say language. Languages. Get an array of object, and inside it, name of the language. C I HTML, and if I'm passing it inside, sorry, if I'm pass, we give this an object of an array. So let's this. Hmm, where did why the errors coming? CSS. It's also true that we have passed it. Okay, we are not using this, right? But have we completed our course? Let's say we have either we have completed it, okay, either we have completed this. Okay, and see a name. We'll say Another language, JavaScript. Completed. Two. Let's make some 5. Name. Um, Bootstrap. Completed. True. Name will say React.js. And either we have completed it, will say false. Okay. And let's get our current year. Do it. If we want to write our, let's say, we want to write our footer, right? Inside footer, we want to add a year also. We'll say year equals to new date, again, get full year. So this will get us the full year, like it's 2026, so it will give us the August 2026 only. And we know our app is running there. Let's write EJS for this, and let me just remove all this code for now. So let's start by writing our H1. So as you know, H1 will be our title of the page, and our title will be coming from index only. Okay. So we will, how we do it? We write this equals to title. Okay. Then we have our student name. We'll say say S2, and then we'll write student name, and again text name. Sorry, we'll say student no name because it's inside an object. Student dot name. S will not be capital here, and we copy all this. I'll write it again and again. We'll write student. We have our marks, student dot marks, and then we have grade, student dot grade. Right? We have grade first. Okay. So let's see, what if the student is passed? If the student is passed, then we will style it in green color. If the student is not passed, and then it will show the status, this the person is failing, right? Like it's a true and false. So we have our object passing. We have 30 minutes more. Now how we write? We say script tag, and again we'll close it. If student passing, then let me close this for you for now. Okay, so student passing, then we need to write a paragraph like the status is passing, and how we'll do its style color to make it green. Okay, so that's how we did. Now this will be closed, else what will happen? Now we need to close else also. Then I'll write code here only again. Else p dot status will be fail, and we'll write a style here. Color red. Okay, so now we have our languages here. That's languages, or let me do it. It's three languages. So as let's take it inside a list only. So ul, and we need to iterate through everything inside our languages. So we'll again write script tag languages dot for each. Write a function here. Don't let's skip the request thing for now. But that makes our code much easier. For each courses, or for each course, we don't have, or language. Let's say language for each language. Um, I'll take this out. I'll cite another script tag. Let's say, okay, for each language, we need an li of we have two things. We have name and status, which will be completed or not. We'll say we're going to use this HTML tag here. Languages dot name, and let's add a condition here. If languages dot or it's language here, the language dot completed, then close this. Then let's use span here. Then span done. It's done. Let's show the color to be green. Style color green. Okay. Now let's come to else part. Else. Again, we need to close this. So I'll use tag here also. Else So it will become easier if you close it early on, because sometimes our code is having much lines. So I'll recommend that whenever we are initiating a function inside a script tag, sorry, JavaScript, writing JavaScript inside a script tag, we need to close it afterwards. So first close it, then write the code inside it. So let's make a span here also. Span in progress. And let's style it color to yellow orange or yellow. Okay. Style it color to blue violet. So our li is now closed. We have our tags here. Our UL is closed. Now what's left is our footer, from where we need to display our, let's say we have a footer here. I will say that a footer, we have a paragraph which say copy, and again we need to use stacks current, y is capital, yeah, current year. So let's see how it works. I'll close, I'll index.js. So we refresh. Arrow function parameter list, EJS function, while compiling in the above, not helpful. It's in function, is not working. Um, okay, no worries. I'll write it inside a function only. Function. Let's put this code here. We don't want this. Function, we start it as running here. I'll take these two, I'll add in them here only. Let's see if this works. So their function was okay. The function get full year native code. New date dot get full year. Here, okay. This needs to be a function here. Okay. Let's start it again then. You see, student dashboard, our name is here, our marks is here, grade is here, status is passing because we have written in green. And if we do it as we haven't have done any boolean, so I don't know if we'll change something out of here. Let's see if passing is false. Then again, let's run our browser. Status will be fail, and HTML is done, CSS done, JavaScript done, Bootstrap done, and see React.js in progress because we have written is not completed yet. Not false. Any doubt till now? We'll move to partials, which is a very important topic. We have 30 minutes left. If any doubt, you can ask either just give me a green sign, give me a hand. Give me a 1 minute break. I All right, I'm back. So next topic is called partials. So there's a problem in this EJS that you can see. But what if we have 10 to 20 pages inside a website? Okay. So in every website, even in HTML, you have seen we need to create header, footer again and again because they are the common things, and that will be discarded when we'll be using React.js, because in React.js we make components, so each component is a different, and we when you just export it out from the component folder and import it. Same way, we don't have components in EJS, we have partials. So what partials will do, we'll create a partial for a single type of component. Suppose we have a header, and our header will be a partial, so that through whole our website, like 10 to 20 pages, our partials will work, and we don't need to write our code of header footer again and again in every file. So these are the common files. So uh, let's see how we do it. I'll remove this code later on, or just keep on doing it and take it out of it. So how we do it, inside this folder, let me create a folder named so inside views, because it's getting from views, we'll name a folder named partials. Okay, so let me create a partial named header.ejs, and let's start by making a header. We don't need full HTML, we just need header. We let's see what. First of all, inside header we can have our h1. We'll say my app. We have um, navigation here. Um, let's say we have home. Let me make some more anchor tags. We have home. We have let's say we have our contact page. We have our about page. Okay, so that's how we do it. A simple HTML, and let's see how we are going to use it in the EJS. So in the EJS, what we are going to do, I told you we have our one more tag from which we can import our files. So inside body we'll write F shift dash percentage F shift, and we'll write include. Include what? Include our path, partials, comma, header. So see, my app is here, our tags are here. So let me put some styling over it. We have our header, and we'll add some style over it. Okay, wait. We'll add some style over it. Style will be, say, I'll add a background color to it. What is happening? We'll add some background color to it. Let us say our background color is this color. Okay, and I'll add some color to the text also. Color black, and let's add some padding also. Say 16 px by 24 px. Let's see how this comes. Oh. This is how they are coming now. See, let's center it. So in H1, I'll say style. Um, let's increase its. No, the font size seems fine. Let's add some. Let me add some margin. Will be 0. Okay. No extra spacing now. Margin is 0, and this space is coming because we haven't added any body to be none. Okay, the body is still working, taking its margin according to when we apply the universal, then it will change. So that adds some styling over navigation bar also. We want it to be, let's say, on margin top. We want it to be 0. Not 0. We it add 8px here. And then we will add some. Do we need something else? Okay, whatever we need, it's inside these now. If you want, we can make it in center. Just add display flex line item, a line item center, justify content center, flex direction row. Oh, so sorry, we want column. Column. So see how they are coming now. Now let's add some styling here. Style. I'll make it color black, font, text, decoration, none. Let's add some margin towards the right to be 10px, and let's add href to be hash. Let me copy this code till here. This all will be same. Okay. All right. I see how you can add more styling according to you. So that's how this worked. What do we want? Let's make it for footer also. Let me remove that footer from here. Firstly, let's make a file for footer also. Footer.ejs, and we'll make a footer again. Let me copy this index. The footer will come as it is. Footer. Okay. Let's add some style. Background color again. Let me give some. Okay, this color. Color black. Padding 16 px, 24 px, flex. Sorry, set some display flex, justify content center, line items center. Okay, we haven't included it till now. Let's include that also here. Below this, we'll write include our path partials comma footer.ejs. So see how this is coming. You can edit the page according to you. We'll learn more about in 10 minutes. I'll tell you how we are preparing. We are going to prepare for our tomorrow's Microsoft Teams meeting. Any doubt till now, class? Anything anything which is not cleared from what how we use EJS? Okay, let's do next topic, which is which will take just 5 minutes, and we'll use it tomorrow also. You know what is an API, right? Now, before we make tomorrow's project, which we'll be gathering, we'll be using an open API to fetch the information of the live weather and display it in our website using EJS and Express.js. So API stands for Application Programming Interface. We have cleared it out. So what API is having? API it has its own address, right? API actually is a URL, and you can call that URL inside our Express to do something. And what API will do, we'll just send a request to the API and it send us the data back. So back and forth, request and respond. It will, get the idea where we are going to use it inside. So
Sir, what is difference between API and Open API?
Fast API is a framework actually. We use Fast API when we are building a APIs through our Python, and we write inside. When we are making a fast API, we use Python. It's a framework. Like Open API is the free APIs. These are third-party APIs. The APIs which are already existing, someone has built it already. For example, if you want to make an AI-based project, we use Open AI API that will cost us something. Again, that will be an from the name itself you can see Open API. Open AI is already a name. So these are all the open APIs. These are available. We can use them. Either they will be free versions or they will be paid. So when I say that we are going to use Open API, so we'll use Open Weather API, right? So this will be our API that will be used. And Fast API is nothing. We Fast API is a way of writing the API. When we write API inside using Python, that framework is the Fast API, and that won't use any third-party API. Those are the API we are building to send some request and make some server. Is it clear, Vishwajit?
Sir, so APIs are like a uh, median between the backend and front end, right? Like it will just get the command from front end and it will extract, like it will work back end and again it will show in front
Yeah,
end.
yeah, yeah. So
So now MCP new thing is coming, right? Like MCP, the sir, recently MCP is getting trending, right?
I actually don't have any idea.
Model context protocol. It's a type of like it's not type. It's same as what API does, but it's even more standard. So like we can just tell that AI models communicate with
Yeah,
the data source and external tools. Like, so will this replace API or API will be standing alone and the MCP will be going
uh,
any other thing?
I don't really know about MCP and all. The API is a pathway, you can say. API is something which is taking the data from here to there, from the browser to the client,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, sir. API is like what you told, but MCP nowadays they're telling so MCP will just exchange. So that's why I just asked you.
Actually, Vishwas, I really don't know about MCP. I'll let you know in the next class. I got
Right?
your question. I
Yeah.
got your question.
Okay. Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
get back to you. I don't know at the point of time. So, but the question you asked that what the fast API is, fast API is nothing but a framework to write an API inside Python.
So fast API is not free, sir. Like, is it free or
Fast
not?
API, fast API is not an third-party API. Fast API is a way to write. I'll show you if you want. I can show you the code for fast API. Like let me go to my folders. So I do write in fast API. So whenever we are using fast API, it gives us a way to write. So this when we are making a fast API, we use this type of models. Like
Yeah, this is what. Yeah, sir. I got it. Got it. Yeah.
yeah, so we are getting the data from inside our files only and making uh, those modules. We call it models, and those models are used as an API. So this is what we are building an API, and this is not something which will cost us. This is just a way of writing our API.
Yeah,
So
yeah, what is that pike catches? Sir? Like I have seen many areas that pike catch PYCACHE.
these are just the you can say extra when we PyCache.
Extra memory or like something.
No, extra memory, not the extra memory. Whenever we want to in the Python only, whenever we want a file to be used as a module, like we want that file to use as I hope you understand what is a module, right?
Yeah, yeah, I got it, sir. Okay,
Whenever we
so
want something, it will
right, got it. Yeah.
automatically it will create it when
Yeah. Because I was trying to build a application. While the time something which have been created by PyCache as wasn't supporting the application which I was trying. So that's why I just asked you. Today that thing like the incident happened. That's why I just asked you.
okay, okay. These are just the cache files. If
Okay,
it's
okay,
not
got it.
working, you can make a init.py file and just make an you can write this thing uh, init.py here. Then you sorry, not this init dot make this file and keep it blank. Then I hope that error will be resolved because sometimes this thing is also
What is this? INIT, sir?
like we are initiating the file as you are saying now you need to you need to export a file as a module.
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah.
create this, the our text editor would know that this is our module, and we that the person, the user, wants this file to be used as a module. So are you working in Python?
As a backend, sir. Backend, I was trying,
I
yeah.
am also working as a backend developer as in Python.
So front end, as you told, HTML, CSS, and JS as a
And
back.
front end React is you can do React, you can do JavaScript.
Yeah, React with the help of React JS is what I'm doing.
Yeah. And
So somewhat I was trying. So I just had some. Actually, today the thing what happened was like somehow I created front end, sir, but back end some problem was happening. So what I just executed, then only I came to know that PyCache something was like it wasn't supporting. So that's what I just asked you.
you can do one thing. You can share the problem and the screenshots with me to my WhatsApp, and we can connect. If I will be able to solve it, I'll be happy to help. So tomorrow is Saturday. You can let me know. I'm free.
Sure, sure, sir, sure. I'll
All right.
just
Call
Let's do
me.
tomorrow, sir. Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Anything is fine, sir. If you are free, then
Yeah, yeah, you can
just
reach me out anytime. I've already conveyed in the group. Like if you anyone of you is facing anything, you can reach me out anytime. I'll be available.
sure,
All right.
sure, 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 sure,
Okay.
sure, sure.
So
Thank you
great.
so much, sir.
Uh, no worries, Vishwajit. So okay. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll show you how we
Sir, I guess you're mute. You're in mute.
sorry. So I'm just saying that I'll send you a link of this. I'll send you a video of how we, because the time is gone. I'll show you a video, send you a video how to log in, how to sign up to the API, so that when we are going to write our code tomorrow, you will have your API enabled, because our API takes 2 hours to start. Sometime it can take more than two. So it I'll recommend that tonight only, you should activate your APIs. If anything you need to ask, you can stay. Either you can leave the class. I'll share these code files from today's lecture and the video to you in the group.
Sir, will this take like 2.5 hours or 3 hours time?
Sorry.
Will this take 2.5 hours, 3 hours time? So the API which you told, open
Yeah.
API.
API needs to be activate. So as this is a free API, so it has many conflicts. So this takes some time to activate itself. Like you won't get.
Activate in sense like to download and
No.
execute in VS Code or.
You don't need to know. It will give you API key. I told you earlier. Now
Yeah, right. API key
you
they
will
will.
get a URL. So the thing is, when you get, when you'll make an account there, you need to fetch something from the database of the Open Weather API. Something is in the, as it is an live application. So in the backend some process runs. That's why it takes some time to activate your account. So that's why I'm recommending, like, if you do it tonight, by tomorrow you will be able to use it. That's why. And
Okay,
for,
sir.
and for the your Python, what which language you are using in Python? Sorry, which frameworks are you covering in Python? Okay, we left. All right, class. Good night, everybody. We'll meet tomorrow.